Hi there! Today, I want to discuss some of the best frameworks for product management. I know that talking about framework is so boring. I feel you. But I found that a good framework can help product managers to think more effectively about our problems. And to make this video more fun and more useful, I'm gonna combine two topics: product management frameworks and career development. So how can those frameworks assist you in designing and achieving your dream job? The top 5 frameworks that I enjoy the most are Lean methodology, design thinking, jobs to be done, working backward, North Star frameworks. For each framework, I will explain what it is and the pros and cons, and you will consider our career as a product. I will discuss how these frameworks help me to think about my career decision and how this can help you develop your strategy for your career development. Let's do this. The first one is Lean methodology, which is a continuous improvement approach that aims to minimize waste and maximize value by rapidly prototyping and testing products with customers. This is a very popular framework in software development. So when we talk about the MVP, the minimum viable product, this is the framework behind it. So, what does this mean when you apply it to your career decision? This approach suggests trying out different internships and side projects to really explore different options. When I first started working for government after getting my PhD, I didn't really feel like the government environment was the best fit for me. But I didn't really know what other options or industry would be better. So I started to explore my career option outside the working hours. I tried out different startup ideas, including developing water quality monitoring devices and running an online education platform. That is when I found my passion for product management. I just love building a business. So I went back to school to get my MBA. Sometimes you just have to keep trying until you find the thing that works for you. So, what's the advantage of this framework? It really emphasizes rapid iteration and customer feedback. It promotes this minimal waste and supports data-driven decision-making process. But what's the downside? It can really result in a premature scaling. It's very limited focus on the product design and a very narrow focus on the customer validation. So it's just a lot of trial and error. Sometimes it can feel like you don't really have a direction. You just throw the spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. Second one, design thinking. Apple is actually famous for this user-centered approach for the iPhone development. So this framework really focuses on understanding customers' needs and creating the solution that really meets those needs. So comparing with the Lean methodology in your career search, other than starting by trying, this approach focuses on spending time understanding what you want, how you feel, what motivates you, and what makes you happy. Just understanding who you are, so going after your passion, finding the things that you love. So the pros of this approach, it really promotes empathy with users. So it really encourages experimentation and iteration and really leads to the user-centered solutions. Downside, it can be time-consuming and very resource-intensive because it's really hard to truly understand what people want. And you may need to the solutions that are not really scalable or feasible. So why I am passionate about dancing, I do not really have the professional training required to pursue it as a career. While it's very enjoyable as a hobby, I do not really possess the talent to be a top dancer, and I cannot really depend on it to support myself financially. So you will really need to balance how feasible this solution is. Next is jobs to be done, a framework that views products as a solution to customers' problem. And it really aims to understand the motivation behind this customer behavior. As a professor from the Harvard Business School famous put it, people don't want to buy a quarter-inch drill, they want a quarter-inch hole. So customers don't really buy product. They buy product to complete a job. So apply this to your job search. This approach suggests understanding your motivation for working. So are you in it for the money, personal development, or to make friends? If the motivation is purely about money, instead of just focusing on getting promoted to the next level, you may want to consider switching to a more lucrative industry. If you're looking to develop more skills, perhaps you could switch to a different type of roles that present different type of challenges. So in my own experience, when I decided to change jobs after working in government for 7 years, while I was also pursuing different business ideas, I asked myself why I wanted to make the change. The answer was, I just really want to get into data science and machine learning because I just believe this is the future. So I took as many data science online courses as I can, and I started applying to the data scientist job. Eventually, I actually landed a program manager role in the data science field. So I can share more about my career transition story in another video, but long story short, throughout this journey, I was even willing to take a pay cut to just get my foot in the door. In this case, the job to be done was to get into machine learning. So the specific title or company didn't matter. The pros of this framework, it really focuses on understanding customer motivation, so you can uncover some new product opportunities and support this customer-centric innovation. But the disadvantage, it can be difficult to implement. It's very limited to the application to certain types of products or services. Not every product needs a completely do-over. So in order to improve the usability of our product, we may need to prioritize some immediate needs. Similarly, when it comes to your career, you may not require a complete overhaul, but instead could just focus on enhancing your current career path. Next one, working backwards. This is a product development methodology that used by Amazon. So the product team start by writing a press release for their proposed product and work backwards from there to determine how to build it. So when planning your career, where do you see yourself in 5 years? For instance, if you aspire to be a product director, you can work backwards to determine which level you need to be in 3 years, when you need to reach the senior level, and when you need to attain the manager level. I love this framework to help to really focus on the customer and the solution being provided. It really encourages creative thinking and outside-the-box solutions. Downside though, it may result in a lack of attention to detail and technical feasibility. It can be difficult to execute with a cross-functional team, same as your career planning. There are so many uncertainties. It's really hard to plan exactly where you want to be in a longer time frame. You might have to take step by step. The last one, North Star framework. This is a framework used to align a company's product and growth strategy around a single matrix that represents the core value being delivered to customers. For example, the growth strategy at Snack, which identifies the active user as its North Star matrix to drive product development and growth initiatives. When evaluating your career success, what metrics are the most important to you? It is your salary, your network, or the impact you make. Personally, my North Star metric is the positive impact I can have on the people around me and hopefully the world. And I know it sounds really cheesy when I say it out loud, but the point is, this is actually one of the reasons that motivate me to start this YouTube channel. This framework can really help you focus on the most important metrics, use data to make very informed decisions, and align cross-functional teams around a common goal. However, it may oversimplify a very complicated user journeys. People often want multiple things, and there might be several metrics that need to be balanced. While everyone wants to be rich and famous, it may not be possible to have it all. That's where trade-offs come in, and balancing multiple metrics become important. So those are the top 5 frameworks that I love, and they are not just for product management. You can use them to guide you in your career, your study, or relationships. So which one is your favorite? And let me know in the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. And talk to you next time. Bye!